Okay, part 3 of the medical roll video that I'm making. And this is all the stuff I have in my medical roll here that goes with my bug out bag. And I want to try to get this in hopefully 4 parts, so I'll try to get trucking here. These are some various medications I have. You'll see, you can read the writing I have on there. And again, the reason I have the writing on there, not because I may know what these are. I may know what I packed in here, but someone else who is helping me in an emergency situation may not know. So I may say, get me the anti-allergy medication. It's going to say there's anti-allergy, there's decongestant, there's whatever. Those packs I found at Walgreens in my area. These were these pill pouch, airtight 50 pouches, very small. And they came in this 50 individual unit roll, and I can pull one of these out for you here. You can see, it's got, it's designed for you to use your medication, but I like it for this application because you can easily write, what's on there, and it's a small pouch, so it'll hold what you want to hold in it. And it cost me like $2, I think, for this at Walgreens. So anyway, I have some decongestant there. Helps break up fluid blockages, those type of things. 2 packages of those, which 10 pills or so. I have some anti-allergy Zyrtec brand. I have a couple of those in there. Again, no big deal. Along with these anti-allergies, these were like, I think this is called wall-fed or something, some type of, ephedrine or pseudoephedrine, whatever. I'm not making meth if you're watching this video, TA or FBI. I've only got 20 pills. I don't think you can make it with this. And I'm not allergic to much, but you never know what you might find a new allergy out there. And as you get older, too, you get more allergies. So someone in your group may have an allergy, and it may be good to bring down those symptoms. It's not any fun when you do have allergies. This is anti-diarrhea. There's a couple of those in there. Again, that's not, a real fun topic. But if you are out in the field, with your bug out bag, trying to make time and, conserve water, you don't want to be laid down with diarrhea. You want to be able to retain your fluids as best you can, so that would be helpful to have. And here I have several of these very large Kindle brand all-purpose sponges. I have several of them there. These are for stopping blood loss. So you want to jam as many of these as you can in your pack in every nook and cranny you can find. You want gauze and sponges to stop bleeding, or to soak up bleeding. So these are good to have. And then I've got some more down here, I believe. These are Johnson & Johnson brand. These are non-stick pads. These are designed so that you won't, you can put these on an injury and you won't tear the scabbing or the healing when you remove them. I think that's the purpose of them. I've got, quite a bunch of those packed away in there to use if I need to. Moving on, again, caught in the little webbing there, I've got this padded aluminum splint by Dixie, I guess. This is, pretty substantial. It was kind of hard to fit in here. It's probably the largest thing I've got in this pack. It's not very heavy, but it is bulky, and it is harder. It takes up space, but, it's the only thing I got in here that will do something like this. And you may be able to use, some tree limbs or branches or boards or something to accomplish the same thing. But it's still nice to have the comfort of maybe not using tree bark and those kind of things to accomplish your goal. I think it's nice to have, especially if you want to worried about sterility. So there that goes. This is waterproof. So moving on up here, I have there's one of these very small. These come with these Johnson & Johnson first aid kits. They're no good, really. It's not a good first aid kit, just a few Band-Aids in there. But I think I liked it because it had this tight pack, and I didn't keep the original ingredients in there, but it's got some alcohol, some Band-Aids again, some gauze, just some various things that may help you with bleeding or what have you. And then this whole pack is, again, some more random Band-Aids, various sizes, various types, some more gauze. You can see it's starting to pile up over there. I've got some small butterfly closure Band-Aids in here. Those are good to have, different applications. And again, I've got some. This is a Johnson & Johnson. This is a sterile wound closure dressing. I'll show you how to use this. Came with a couple of first aid packs I have. Might be useful. Down here, this is a first aid guide that came with my first aid kit. It's very, very rudimentary, and I'll be showing you why it's inadequate. You know, where was the good part here? So, it gives you some basic things to do in basic situations. It's really, fairly insubstantial. It just was so thin, I went ahead and left it in there. But, penetrating objects, profuse bleeding, swelling, don't remove the penetrating object, call 911. Well, the reason we're all here is because if we just were able to make a phone call and everything would be better, then we wouldn't be packing bug-out bags and we wouldn't be putting together medical rolls. The whole point is we don't believe 911 may not be able to help you, so we may need to be able to help ourselves. So, like I say, not a real persuasive thing, but like I said, it took up no space, so I left it in there because it fit nicely on top of this, which is a Coach brand instant cold pack. So be careful not to compress this in your pack and leave a little space for it, or it won't work. But that way, again, you can't keep ice in your pack, so that's about all you can do is to keep one of those in there. And I'll move on. We'll be able to finish this in the next part, I think. But up here, I have a nice baguette full of 3M Steri-Strips. And these Steri-Strips are nice to close up. You can use them to get wounds to close. They're sterile. They're very nice to have if you're in that scenario. And up here below those, I have a Ziploc bag, which is full of some of those Scott shop towels to help clean up something, or again, another alternative to these sponges to soak up blood or what have you. So, good soaking capacity. And again, down here, I've got some things. I got some sunblock, which is there, and it's 50 SPF. It could be good for you if you have some sun situations. And down here, I have some Johnson & Johnson gauze pads, again for soaking up blood, what have you. Gauze and sponges, the more you can pack in here, the better. So, it's going to be the end of part 3, and we'll finish up here in part 4.